what's going on out there, everybody? Fans point of view, what's going on, man? We out here, man. We out here. You know, might this a couple months now, man, trying to get up in there and climb up, man, and everything. But welcome to the Fans Point of View podcast with your host, the most unknown podcast today is up out there, Truckin Chubbzy, aka Clarence Hampton III, aka Truckin Chubbzy. Like and subscribe. Come for the ride. Listen. So today, man, I ain't got much to say, man. You know, we got the Michigan and Ohio State. I'll probably be bringing that video to y'all tomorrow. And y'all, we all know that the Eagles took out the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them for that. I was only wrong on two of my picks from the show. That was the Denver game and the Cardinals game. Was the only two games I missed on. So I say we did good with the not my NFL picks this week. Now, as y'all can see, I made a video about Matt McChesney. Matt McChesney runs a academy of offensive defensive linemen. Just to break it down simply, it's called the 6-0 Academy. Shout out to them, man. Hashtag the Dungeon Family, all that. Now, there's some things that's going on up at Colorado to where us fans, at the fans' point of view, and therefore that we don't understand the business, like the things that go on behind the scenes or whatever else that's going on. That is not what we worry about. We focus on what we see on the top, and that's what we do here on a fans' point of view. Must I add that? All right. Now, he would absolutely be the individual to bring in because he's so passionate about his college. He is an alum there. He bleeds that them colors, man. Like he said that his out of his own mouth, everything, man. But one thing that I do know and I do understand is that he trains these young men to be beasts on the offensive defensive line in the trenches, and his first priority is to make sure that these young men go to the best college of their choice. You know what I'm saying? His job is not to make sure that they go to the University of Colorado. I do understand that. You know what I mean? It's their choice, and it's everything that go on with them. However, the thing that I'm a little confused, like the thing that I don't get is they are recruiting a young man down there at like IMG or something right now. And there's an offensive lineman that's from Colorado that's at IMG playing with the same guy. And they're not recruiting they're not recruiting the kid from Colorado, but they're recruiting the other kid. Like, that don't make sense to me because first off, and I want to say this, and I know it's a little off topic, but wouldn't you want offensive and defensive linemen who are used to be playing in the cold versus getting somebody from the South that isn't used to playing in the cold? Like, when you know what I'm saying? They don't have a dome in Colorado. You know what I'm saying? They got a practice dome, but they don't play their games in the dome. They play their games exposed to the snow late on. You feel what I'm saying? And that makes a difference sometimes. It does, man. It does. Like straight up. But Matt McChesney, man, look, man, people give him a hard ass time, man. Like, let that man be. Like, he is who he is. Period. He is who he is, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want him to change for nothing. I don't know him, but I wouldn't ask him to change for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I get negative comments all the time. You know, I got haters all the time, you know, and that's exactly what I call them because you're not giving me an option. You're not telling me how to get better or correcting me or anything like that. They're just saying things like yapper and whatever else. And that don't make or break me. I'm going to keep doing what I do because obviously I'm doing something right. If you got something to say, period. You know what I'm saying? But, it's like he had relationships with a couple of kids that left, like for instance, like the Casey Roderick guard at Florida State University, like Jake Wiley, he's the guard for UCLA, like Austin Johnson playing up at Purdue right now. You know, these are just some of the names that Matt McChesney he has connections with these offensive and defensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? Out here in a semi-professional college world, and absolutely. And this is why I was saying on a fan's point of view, he would have been a perfect candidate, you know what I'm saying? And on top of him being an alum, you know, he also had a great relationship and trained and Tylen Chandler. I'm sorry, excuse me if I pronounced your name wrong. Up at 6-0 Academy, and they missed on him. He decommitted from Colorado and is going elsewhere. He's going to Missouri now. They can't afford to be missing on 4 and 5 star athletes such as him. You know what I mean? They can't afford that. Now, that's just one that's down, and there's probably going to be more to come, and there's going to probably be a recruiting problem in Colorado. Now, a lot of the players that they do got are coming back. You know what I'm saying? And yes, y'all have to understand that it is a win for them to have four wins this year, because I believe, and I'm a quote, you know what I'm saying, Keyshawn Johnson, when he spoke on, like, look, Dion, I'm not expecting Dion to come out and get a lot of wins, but if he do, that's great. But he's gonna get 4 this year. The next year he'll probably get 6 to 8 wins. If he gets to 8 wins in the second season, that's good. You know what I'm saying? If he gets 6 wins next year, that's good. When you're looking at college, you're not looking, you know what I mean, the semi-professional college, you got to remember, it's just that. And it's semi-professional because some of these guys won't go pro, but then some of these guys will go pro. So semi-professional, okay? Now, to understand that from them winning 1 game last year to 4 games this year, that's a huge bump up, right? You know what I'm saying? Now next year, if they win 2 to 3 more games on top of that, that's another huge bump up, right? You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. So you gotta expect them to win 2 to 3 games every year after that, okay? For them to survive, and and keep winning like that, and to keep moving just like that, not no other way. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as it goes with going on, why they're not interested in working with Matt McChesney is beyond me, because you hear things such as, I don't know, I seen some tweets that was popping up. I don't want to throw them on the screen because I don't like really getting into all that stuff, all the time, for real. But this ain't the way to go about it, Matt. Assuming that he was talking about, CU when he wasn't, clearly, you know what I'm saying? But they want all the glitz and glamour and cameras and game days and all this other stuff up there. But whatever, what I mean, it's beyond me. Anyway, how could you be too aggressive or too mean for a football coach, for a football player? That don't even go together in the same sentence, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with a lot of things going on nowadays. And might I add, before I get on up out of here, is that everybody wants to always say how you want somebody to be authentic and unapologetically themselves, and then when they are, you want to put them in a box and you want to put a name behind it. You want to say they're this, or want to say that they're that, and that's not right to keep doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't fair. But so what? You ain't gonna like everything somebody gotta say. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of delusion going on that's surrounding the Colorado Buffaloes. There's a lot of delusion going on. Oh, this and that and that. Like, no. Seems to be the only team you cannot give criticism to. I said it before and I'll say it again. You know what I mean? But right now, the thing is, and when I know that a lot of people are worried about, is the decline that they're seeing. They're not progressing. And coaches have told me, reached out and said that, yes, you were right on that. You want your team to progress. You don't want your team to degress. That's the thing that you're looking at here, is the digression of the program. You know what I'm saying? Them starting off so hot and now they're not even finishing games. That's the thing, So it's deeper than what we think, and I'm not trying to go all into that. All I'm trying to say is, why not try to let him help? But obviously they don't want the help, so I guess they won't get it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame them for not even keeping trying to press it. That's on them. They missed out on a diamond. I would have done it. I'm sure you would have done it. Tell me what you think down in the comments, because I for sure would have, went and grabbed him up. I mean, it's a no-brainer, really, when you think about it. But there's other things that play here with it, you know what I'm saying? And things that some of us fans don't understand. But, thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, man. I'm up out.